meet you wonderful people, I'm like, oh my god, like people hand me stuff, they hand me drawings, and I'm like, oh my god, I cannot kick a set of map colors down the stairs, and you people are amazing. This is, all I do is sit in front of a microphone and go la 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 all day. And people making these wonderful things. So really, conventions and getting to like meet you awesome, marvelous, beautifully talented people is really the single best part about what I get to for a living. So thank you all very much. Let's see. You there with the silver, gigantic stovepipe hat thing. Oh, we have a microphone! You rock, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I actually have 2 questions for Kamui.
Oh god. Hang on, let me get a sip of water. Go on.
Okay. First of all, what are you doing to Shirkamon to make him better right now?
What do you mean better? He's perfect as he is. Don't tell him that. You're gonna give him a complex.
And second of all, I've noticed Lilo is hanging out with 2 of the Noah clan right now.
What? You need to watch D. Gray.
Lily? What are you doing?
Yes!
You know what? I don't want to know. Could you make me some coffee, please, right now?
Yes. Okay, you please?
I'm nervous when you do that. I don't know what I'm going to do without you. Please don't get out to know gladly.
Okay, he's the voice actor of, in D. Gray, of Lena Lee's brother. And Lena Lee's the girl with the long green pigtails. And he doesn't let, like, it's not like he doesn't let her date, he's like a freak about her ever getting a boyfriend, because, like, they have no parents or anything, so he has to take care of her. So, like, every time Alan gets close, he's like, get away from me, stuff like that. And the Noah are the bad guys in the series.
They're like, oh, that's a Tatum. I'm like, I'm glad that that's a name. I'm glad that my name is not a euphemism for looking like a jackass in the movie. All right, I see Batman there. Do you see Batman? Let's go with Batman.
I have 2 questions for you, and you have to talk as Kyoya. My joke.
What? You have to talk as Kyoya.
I know you're bad. You are my hero. You are Batman's hero.
Stop it! You're gonna make me cry, Batman.
The first question I know you probably can't answer, but will there be more?
I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, no, because I haven't heard anything about it.
Have you read the manga?
Anything about them making more?
I mean, the manga is done, so they should
do a live action show.
Yes.
But I have no idea if that's ever
Kyoya's
over
fun.
here or anything like that. I mean, I try to follow it pretty, you know, as far as I can, but I don't know. And in a way, I mean, the thing about Oron is you know, the animated series is so amazing as it is, and it is one of the finest series I've ever had a chance to watch, let alone get to work on.
Yeah.
I don't know that I want to see more of it because I want them to stop while they're ahead. Like I don't want them to go like a bajillion series and for it to get stale, you know, like that, because it's hard to maintain that level of quality for anything for a very long time. So if I never see more
especially since there's no plot
I will be
in Oron.
sad because then I'll never get to work on it again. But I will always have what's already there. And believe me, I go back to that and revisit it and watch the entire series at least once a year. So, but to answer your question, I really don't know. I have no idea if there's any more Oron being made.
You know they almost cut Kyoya from the anime? Like the whole character, and I was like, oh.
You're gonna hate me for this, but I did not know you'd be doing autographs. Is there any way you can sign my badge? I want to bring it back to God.
Okay. All right. Yes, I will sign your badge, but only because he's Batman. None of you are Batman, so I can't sign anyone else's stuff.
I'm anti-spiral
for Batman, really. So none of you, please do not rush the stage. This is not going to become a mosh pit. I will just run that out of here. I promise you. Come up, Batman. I will totally sign.
Oh, now everybody. Damn it! Why am I not dressed as Supergirl?
Can you say swear to me? Can you do that? Swear to me.
How's everyone doing? I have a question for the audience.
Yeah.
Where is she? You called?
Big round of applause for the Cape Crusader, everyone. Incidentally, probably one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite comic.
He needs to come back next year, and I'm getting an autograph and a picture with him.
We have a lot of people who want to ask questions.
Yes, a lot of people want to ask questions. So, go ahead, and I guess we're going to line up there.
I'm good with it.
No running, no pushing, no shoving, no elbowing, no ball walking either. I see you.
This entire time.
Not to my childhood, I'm not that old, but...
Okay, so since I haven't been recording, he's been talking to Sebastian, and I missed all the cheers. So yeah.
What have you. So I love that. I really love it. I've always, for some reason, felt very much at home on a cobblestone, fogging Stratford Street of Victorian London, though I'm pretty sure the reality of it is that it probably stunk. But, you know, it looks beautiful, certainly. So, does that answer your question? Ye of the adorable boys. You're welcome, Alot. So cute, so cute. There are dogs barking 5 miles away. What's your question?
Hi, actually I've got like 2 questions. The first one is probably just a generic one because I can't think of anything at the moment. Too early in the morning to admit. Anyway, the first one was like, as far as like anime goes, you say you were like a fan of anime a long time ago. So what was the first anime that you could recall watching that just hooked you right in?
The first anime I can recall watching that hooked me right in was the Battle of the Planets. Well, it was several things, but it was actually, it all turned out to be, it was Space Battleship Yamato, which was the first show I actually, not only the first anime I ever watched, it was actually the first really classy, sophisticated show I ever watched. That wasn't like Sesame Street or something. I mean, I was a kid watching these animated shows going, you know, wow, you watch animated shows that I've completely forgotten about now, the stuff that they made for us here in America when I was a kid, things like the Gummy Bears or the Smurfs, which you're like, okay, this is, and I was a kid, it was just something, it was, you know, it was the television equivalent of a babysitter for my parents, but when I first watched this really cool show about, you know, this war, this epic galactic space opera going on, I was completely absorbed into it. I'd never encountered anything like it before, and that show has gone on to completely frame the sort of, just shaped my taste.
Not if everybody has 2 questions.
Storytelling, because at that point in my life, it was the most compelling, dark, also just sophisticated piece of storytelling I'd ever encountered, and so it remains a big cornerstone of my taste. So, thank you. Do you have another question?
Yeah, the second question is actually more of a request, and you can pull it back to what my sister would be about Black Butler. But my request is this: at the end of every sentence, you say "Yes, my lord" in Sebastian's voice.
Yes!
Oh, that's right. You both had me doing the daddy thing last year, didn't you? Don't think I've forgotten that. Don't think I've forgotten that.
Oh my god,
Fine,
Kyoya!
yes, I'll do it, yes, my lord.
Yeah! They had him do Kyoya last year, oh my god.
The day where it's on. Oh, yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, yes, my lord. Okay, next question.
Because then Oren,
Next up.
Tamaki's
Hello.
like the president of the club, and Kyoya's like vice president, aka Kyoya does everything.
Like a request / question. How would Sebastian and Grant, you play Grant?
Yes. Where is this going?
Oh no, alright, so that's Grant, Sebastian, and Kyoya. How would all 3 act if they were drunk as shit?
I don't think France would change much.
We all know that.
We're like they're all like in a room together, sitting on a couch, like in front of a lava lamp, just drinking shit.
Kyoya, I don't know.
I mean, Kyoya would be like, I've said this before, I think Kyoya would just tell everyone what he thought of them and then pass out sucking his thumb or something.
Yes, I love
With his
Kyoya
glasses all
so much.
tilted, you know, and then France would be like gin drinker because I like gin. I'm a gin drinker when I drink. Gin and tonics, it's a very British drink. And gin drinkers, though, you can always tell from other drunks because they're not as sloshy. They're not as, hey! Gin drinkers try so desperately to hold it together that it is tragically hysterical. Like, a person who is drunk on beer will walk like this. A gin drinker who's drunk on gin walks like to them totally normal, but the entire world is a flight of steps. So they're sort of tilted forward like this. You can totally see them, you know, but other than that, they're like, oh yes, everything's fine. Yes, I've only had one drink. That would be Sebastian if he was drunk. Just be red-eyed and like sitting there with his hair all ruffled. And you're like, you know what I think about you, Kyoya? I think you need to be a demon. You would make an excellent demon. Excellent demon indeed. You really should. I shouldn't tell you this because you're never in competition, but you know, you say you're practically one as it is, you're just mortal, but you know you'll figure it out, whatever. Kyoya gonna... Grant's riding away.
Yeah, we have to get a tutorial series. Like,
yes, my lord. There you go.
we have to go to the Hotel World series. If it's him and
Between you, I think it was Britain, and the person who plays Hungry, I forgot her name. Yeah.
Lucy Christian.
Yeah. I heard a voice sample, and it was kind of like a marriage counseling thing between you and Britain. And I wanted to see if that was actually legit or not. Was it?
Probably. I was probably drinking gin that day. I kind of remember that, but I've done so many ridiculous things as Francis' voice, I don't remember. People come in, hey, you remember the time you proposed to me? I'm like, no.
Scott Freeman episode of that anime show. Yeah.
What?
It was Terry. It was a Scott Freeman episode of that anime.
That's right. Oh my God. See, thank God for you people who remember everything. Like, I don't know. What's my name? What have I been in? I'm just gonna start printing up my Wikipedia page. Like, yes, apparently I am married to Greta Valencia. I don't know when that happened. It was a really drunk weekend at me. You are very welcome, Mr. Tatum. Please don't call me Mr. Tatum. I feel like I should be taking homework from you, please. And today we're going to read Silence Smarter. So,
okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
I think we should go straight to Johnny Wine.
Which stands for juicy,
Okay,
you asked.
what time is it? What time is this end?
He said an hour, so one.
Only if you wear the pants that say on the foot right there.
Never,
That'd be hot.
never going to happen.
Oh.
Never going to happen. I don't wear bedazzled pants.
Well, just leave the bedazzles to me, obviously. Anyway.
You pull it off so well. I mean, why would I want to wear bedazzled pants when I got to compete with you? Come on, because I'm clearly going to lose.
Anyway, talking about destroying childhood and Doctor Who,
Why did you say destroying childhood and Dr. Who in the same sentence? What's wrong with you? Where's this going?
No, it's not going like that.
Okay, good.
It's nothing like that. But my mother brings me to these conventions, and she demands a prize every year. And this year's prize is to get up here, put on my beard, like this, and say, Mr. Tatum, will you please tell my mother happy birthday in Sebastian's voice.
And what is your mother's name?
Kelly.
Kelly? All right. Kelly, this is just for you, my dear. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. That ought to like get you through the winter with that, like what you ordered. That should take care of the next 5 car payments.